Hey foodies, it's Marisha, and today we are taking one of my favorite little trips. We're going to East Earl, PA to Shady Maple Smorgasbord. And if you're asking what is a smorgasbord, well, it is pretty much a huge buffet. In fact, this one is the largest buffet in the world. This restaurant serves Pennsylvania Dutch comfort food in a cafeteria style. So we're going inside right now. Expect to see large crowds at every part of the day. This was actually a Thursday and they had the swivel lines rolling out. So I said, oh, they're expecting a huge crowd today. Thankfully, you can expect not to wait too long. There are between 3 and 4 cashiers open. The Pennsylvania Dutch are known for their craftsmanship and artwork, and you're going to see plenty of this on display as you walk throughout the establishment, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it. It makes it fun to walk through while you find your seat. You're going to see banquet rooms, and these can be rented out, so if you have a large party, you can rent a whole space or even just reserve a few tables. Once you get to your table, you are free to hit the buffet, and trust me, you're going to make more than one trip, especially if it's your first time. The first section that I see, you can see soups, sauces, and salads. Here I saw some french fries, and really you guys, I'm just going based on where the people are at. Where I see a space, that's where I'm jumping in. So you have got to get some of their roasted chicken. I don't think it's called roasted chicken anymore. It actually, the signs just say fried chicken, which is kind of weird. We're going to talk about that later. But you can see that they have some ham balls, which I didn't try, but they always have available. So I think this is a local favorite. You see plenty of other hot dishes, and I need to make my way to the desserts because I want to eat my desserts throughout my meal because I don't want to be too full for the dessert. I feel like that's just ridiculousness. There is literally something for everybody. Cakes, cobblers, pies, all types of ice cream. You can get whipped cream with all of the toppings. They have candies. They have the desserts that you didn't even know were a thing. They have rolls, okay? Sugar-free, full sugar, all the fat, less calories. And of course they have fresh fruit and jello. So when I say that there's something for everybody, I mean, for goodness sakes, they have sauces. Okay, chocolate sauce, caramel. This is the hot section for desserts. And you can pretty much find the same variety of desserts year round, although they will add some of your fall favorites during the fall, like pumpkin pie. The beverages are another thing. You want birch beer, you got it. You want vitamin water, you got it. I'm gonna head over to one of their mini grills because I see pancakes and I want one. Hi, can I have buttermilk pancakes with banana? So it turns out they were out of banana, which was funny because there's probably bananas just sitting around. That they have everything. But they do have that pork belly, which was around the other side. So I got apples in my pancake instead. I put loads of butter on my pancake because why not? Now this is a roasted corn that they do that is absolutely delicious. So on my plate, I have a fried shrimp, I have a vegetable medley, some of that fried chicken. You can see some of the roasted corn. My pancake looks splendid. And then I have some cheese fries. So the first thing I want to do is try this pancake while it's hot. The texture of it is making me feel like it's a scratch recipe. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's a little bit, it has like a bite to it, you know what I mean? It's got like a little bit of a snatch to it. So it's like, oh, you wanna break me apart? You wanna cut into me? Wait a minute, I'm gonna give you a run for your money. I did enjoy this pancake, but it wasn't the best that I've ever had, if I'm just being honest. I like a more tender pancake. But the french fries with the cheese sauce was lovely. And yes, I'm sure the cheese sauce is straight out of a can, but hey, you can't really go wrong with the good cheese sauce.
And like when they told us the number of kids, it was a lot, but we didn't see them. They kept them so busy.
Now most people do come for the chicken, the roasted chicken, which is actually like a pressure cooked fried chicken. This wasn't giving me that. I was kind of surprised. This was actually kind of dry, so maybe this was a bad piece. I'm gonna get another piece and see how I feel. The corn, of course, always wins. It's such delicious corn, and I've only found it there. But yeah, look at that chicken. Do you see what I mean? I have to take a bite of my shoe fly pie. If you've never had shoe fly pie, it's definitely something that I grew up eating. Not often, but whenever I would come out to the Pennsylvania Dutch. And I love it. It is so tasty. It's a little bit sweet. Let's take a quick trip to the bathroom. I'm not going to go all the way in with you guys, but the lounge room is everything, isn't it? Just wanted to show y'all that. Now we're back up at the buffet. Let's see what we missed the first time. The roast beef. We have to. They have the most tender, most flavorful roast beef. It's like your mom made it on a Sunday after church. I got another piece of that fried chicken, and now I definitely need some more vegetables. I like the way they cook their vegetables. They're not too soft, but not too crunchy. Now I saw some cheese cubes from like across the way, some smoked Gouda. So I'm gonna grab some of that. I love their breads. Their breads are always amazing. They have these fresh, beautiful looking biscuits. I wanted to grab one, but I'd have to take this huge lid off, and I just don't have enough hands for all of that. But they do have an amazing cornbread, which I did grab. This is another grill where they have hamburgers, hot dogs, and cheesesteaks. Yum. Can I just have some of the cheesesteak meat? No bread? Onion? Yes, please. Okay. Thank you so much. That's perfect. Thank you. Would you like bread? I like how she asked the next guy if he wanted bread because I set the tone here. Smoked Gouda, the roast beef. They have the best cornbread here. And broccoli. This is the gluten-free apple cake. And a sugar-free ice cream. That's already thawed out a little bit. That ice cream definitely looked like it was frozen and then melted and then frozen and then melted several times, and it tasted like it too. But onto the good part, the cornbread, just as amazing as I remember, and it goes perfectly with that sweet whipped butter. I'm not a big beef eater, but I do know that the roast beef is always amazing. Full never felt like this. Full never felt this way. Alright, this is the gluten-free apple cake. It looks a little overdone, but looks can be deceiving. I see that there's no not well done side, so it's soft. It's tasty. It is a little dry on top, but that's okay because everything else is so moist. It's very wet and it is very sweet. It's not bad though, especially if you live a gluten-free life. And you have to find a good dessert whenever you can. This is great. Now the pecan pie was a different story. My grandmother warned me and she said, this is disgusting. She was right. You weren't lying. Yeah, it is bad. Wow. It's a corn syrup pie with a garnish of pecans. I don't know what happened, but I wouldn't recommend that one. Now this is my grandmother's birthday cake that I made her. I made her pistachio pound cake. If you're interested, the recipe is on my channel, Marisha's Couture Cakes. I feel like every time I come here, there's something new or different that I may not have seen before or is a new addition, and that is this milkshake machine, which is right next to the coffee machine. So I got a little bit of a vanilla milkshake and then I put a little bit of regular coffee on top. I thought that would make a very tasty dessert. I got some sugar-free pie. This wasn't even a pumpkin pie. It looks like pumpkin, but it's something else I hadn't heard of before. And I got a sugar-free blueberry pie. Now the mystery pie was a little bit too soft to my liking, almost like a puree. Like it wasn't really cooked or anything. You found strawberries? So
yeah. And pineapple.
Where'd you find that? This is delish.
Better than her. Well.
Now I just want to show you guys how much I paid. I paid $22.41 for lunch during the week. If you're a senior, expect to pay a couple dollars less. We just left the buffet. So there is a gift shop downstairs that's like a really nice little, you know, place where you can buy Shady Maple things and little trinkets and really cute stuff, kitchen items. They also have a to-go line. You can get some of the things that you saw on the buffet line to go. If you come all this way, you have to go to the Shady Maple Market, and when you first enter, you will see the coffee shop. This is the cutest coffee shop. It's called Twin Valley. They have such a beautiful array of juices and coffees, and the vibe here is giving Forks, Washington on a rainy day, which is so comforting. It's like a nice warm hug. It's a cozy place to be. So definitely grab yourself some coffee or something to sip on. She actually gave us a blend of lemonade with coffee to try. Tell me what you think. Oh, thanks. It's interesting.
But I love the coffee.
It's almost like a burnt lemonade.
Yeah, like a brulee, a brulee lemonade. The girls here are so sweet, and the merch is really cute, so definitely give this place a try. Now, making your way to the market, you will see a bunch of outdoor items that you can get, and then you enter right into their produce section. This is pretty much like a farmer's market. They have some of the freshest produce, the most beautiful produce, and some produce that is very, very hard to find. It is definitely a seasonal area, and a lot of these fruits and vegetables are locally grown. And as they advertise on their own Instagram page, they have 90s prices, you guys. And by 90s prices, I mean you're typically not going to spend an arm and a leg for produce. $4.99. This isn't bad.
I was gonna get that one.
Oh, sugar babies. I've always wanted a sugar baby. Take note, they have 5 or 6 different varieties of watermelon alone. Lemons, limes. My favorite time to come to Shady Maple Market is definitely during the holidays, right at the start of Thanksgiving, and I will be there multiple times through December. They have the ingredients that I can rarely find at a great price. One of them being dragon fruit. I love dragon fruit, and you can almost guarantee that majority of your fruit's gonna be sweet. Now, this is my happy place. Anything in a container, anything that is dehydrated, or is covered in chocolate, or is salted nicely. I love this section. They go from a plethora of chocolates, Asher's brand chocolates, different brands, to all of the candies that you could want, all different types of gummies, sugar-free, sweet and sour, old school, old-timey candies that you haven't seen in years. And then it slides right into your baking necessities. All different types of sprinkles, nuts, different cocoa powders, different spices and spice blends. This is a whole section of pudding flavors and gelatins. If you're a baking king or queen, you can spend almost an hour, if not longer, in this section alone. You will get everything that you need to make the most amazing dishes ever. Go to the next aisle. They have flavorings. This is the popcorn section. They have all the popcorn oils, flavorings. Look at the purple kernels. Where have you seen a purple kernel? And then once again, going down just a little bit, they have all different types of flours, from gluten-free to your all-purpose rice flour, cake flour, every kind of flour that you could want, they have it. Wow, they have watermelon jam.
Oh, that sounds delicious. How much is it?
$3.99. Dandelion jelly. I see no sugar added, like apricot jam. Once you leave that section, you slide right into the typical market, but it's not typical because, once again, there's a plethora of things here. Tuna steaks for $2.99 a steak. They have lobster, they have fresh shrimp, all different kinds of seafood. Look at the Dungeness crab. Like, are you serious? And a happy place for majority of people who come, definitely their bakery section. Not only do they make regular baked goods, but they also make wedding cakes. So you can definitely put in an order for a birthday cake or wedding cake. They have fudge, the classic whoopie pie, which I love, and they have every flavor that you could think of. It wasn't quite fall yet. I was looking for a pumpkin something. That would have been so tasty. Now, their breads need to be featured all on their own. We could do a separate video just on their breads, because their apple bread, their strawberry bread, their raisin bread, all of their breads with kind of like the streusel topping and the glaze, that's worth the drive alone. Like, this is a strawberry bread, and they have these beautiful chunks of fruit. They're like a cross between a breakfast bread and a dessert bread. You could literally have them any time of the day with butter, toasted or not toasted. They have other amazing desserts, danishes, cookies, cakes, pies. Let me walk away before I gain 10 pounds just from smelling that whole section. Now we're in their meat department. The Amish are known for having fresh meats. I love the burgers that they make. I love their cheese bacon burger. It's so good. They've got a lot of grab and go options. So if you just want to get to the store and you want something that's fresh, but it's already kind of made for you, you can come here to the meat section, grab kebabs, grab burger patties, stuffed chicken breasts. There's a lot of different options for you. Just pop it in the oven and you're good to go. Did y'all see those steaks, by the way? Those tomahawk steaks look amazing. And now one thing that you'll notice here is that they always have a sale. They had a sale on chicken, and they actually let me check the freshness. They put a little bit of chicken up on the counter for me, and I just asked them to press it, making sure that it springs back to the touch and looked good in color, and it looked great. I'm guessing they just had an abundance of chicken. Now they have all of the meats that you want and some that you didn't know that you needed, including blueberry sausage. You're gonna love blueberry sausage. If you haven't tried it, don't knock it. Once again, going over to their frozen meat sections, you will see so many things that you didn't know you needed, including ostrich and a few other exotic animals, some rabbit thrown in there. Another section that's a must go to for me is their smoked meat section. I love getting smoked meats for chicken salads. My dog loves to smoke chicken legs, and the prices are untouchable. Nope, that's all. Thank you. All of the cheeses that I cannot find in my local supermarket. I love Cooper Sharp with peppercorn. What's cheesesteak ketchup taste like, you guys? I've never even seen. I just realized that's Lawry's, the same Lawry's. I didn't realize they make the sauces. Being up front in their soup and baked goods section will almost make you forget that they have an actual aisle for baked goods and soups. Like, look at this Jell-O wall, as if the first one provided by them, their Shady Maple brand items, weren't enough. You have this as well. And now they have fresh rolled butter. That really impressed me. I had not seen that before, and I was tempted to get it until I remembered Marisha, you could just make her own. But now we're headed to the checkout section, where once again they have some fresh fruits. They have a couple little grab and go snacks and beverages. And now we are officially out of the market into the hall, and they have a snack shack. If you want one of the best pretzels ever, you've got to try an Amish pretzel. Grab yourself a tea or a lemonade and enjoy the ride back home. I hope that you had a good time visiting Shady Maple Smorgasbord and the Shady Maples Market with us. We had so much fun. I love the ride back home. There is so much gorgeous scenery, so many beautiful animals, and this was a rainy day, so it was a perfect day to just go home and take a nap. I hope that you guys subscribe to the channel and press on the notification bell. Comment down below if you've ever been to Shady Maple and what your favorite part of it is. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, foodies.